Hey everyone, welcome to my video log 557, you guys. Well, that's another video that I'm doing right now. Well, I'm just gonna talk about, my yearbook from this one. It's from August 12, 1998. It says it right here. I'm not lying to you. Look at how old it is, my yearbook. This is called Citrus Grove OTC and elementary school. Well, it's not an elementary school. It is an elementary school next to it, but this is OCT. That means like training disability people, like for the handicap, for people with Down syndrome and people with learning disabilities. That's it. Okay. And I'm gonna check his book, but I'm gonna tell you who are my favorites in the past or anything like that. Check out this this yearbook. I know it's kind of like torn down and everything. You see how old it is? This is very old. This is very old, from 1998, you guys. It says here Fernando Sing. It's my name with it, and I'm glad they didn't lose this yearbook since. And let's open it. Well, I remember Palu, Felicia Horn, Juan, and David Smart, and of course Brian Harbour, who was the biggest jerk ever. This guy, he didn't make socialize anybody. He was just the biggest bully ever. Instead, he just bullied this kid right here. So he just started just to make a mockery out of him. You know that Juan likes to fight people a lot, and David Smart is into trouble. I'm not dealing with that dude instead, so he has problems instead, okay? Last time I saw him, he was a little bit chabby instead, but whatever, I don't care about him anymore. And of course, and these are the principal, oh yes, what do you call him? Mr. Oh yeah, Mr. Settling, yeah. He was kind of a little bit like funny in the funny side. He speaks French and everything. And of course, there's Mrs. Williams here, Mr. Bracello. Mr. Bracello, that's what his name is. And there's also Mr.'s band here, Nanny Band. And here are the names here: married. I remember these recognized their names back in 1998, you guys. It had a good year. I started back there in 1996 when I moved out to Jackson Senior High School. Well, it didn't work out that good, so at least I moved out of there instead. So I went here just to learn a lot of things in my past, okay, you guys? And let me tell you something. I learned how to read. I learned how to communicate with people. I learned how to do math. I learned everything from people. I didn't want to learn about, not becoming an asshole, not becoming a people who talk nasty to people. The only thing I want to study is to have good grades, not study about people who are going to become idiots, what they're going to do for a living instead. I'm not going to tell you any details like this because everybody had a disability here and everything. You know that, you guys? I'm not going to tell you the whole entire thing, but I will show you where I was, okay? This is just in black and white instead. Everybody had a disability back then. Brian Harbour, I don't even care about you, buddy, okay? You were just the biggest jerk ever, man. Who cares about you? Lawrence Fry, I'm going to get you. Oh, and here it is. Oh, yes, Javier Gutierrez. I recognize him. Let me tell you something. I saw him one time in Emily C. Moises. I don't know what the heck he's doing there. He should get a job or start making money or doing Special Olympics, but he doesn't have the skills to do that instead, okay? The only thing they're gonna put him in some stupid group home and stupid program for him instead. Well, he has problems. He doesn't know how to communicate with people that much, okay? But whatever, that's his problem. I have never seen these people ever again instead. It's been about at least 22 years, and we're in 2021, but I haven't seen them lately, okay? And I'm sorry. Oh, I have some good memories. I have fun there too, okay? I know those memories just faded away. And look at this, Erica. Well, sometimes Erica, she's a little ugly inside, but believe me, she has the hots for it instead. Back to school night. I know you don't hardly see this that much or anything like that. Oh, and this was his Halloween costume. For me, I didn't have no money for a costume or nothing like that. This was a regular instead, okay? Everybody was dressed up for Halloween's, of course. This was in 1998, you guys. This was back in the 90s, okay? You didn't know me back then. Oh, and of course, back in the 90s, we had a Walgreens. It was still there. Planet Hollywood. Blockbuster Video. Publix, still there. Bayside. Coco Walk. That's like going to places just shop instead. McDonald's. Kmart. Disney store. And Burger King. And of course, taking the Metro Rail. That's pretty awesome. And look at these places. Pretty cool, isn't it? This is OTC cheerleaders. I used to have a crush on her, but she let me down instead, you guys, okay? We did play as kickball instead. That was a great sport instead, okay? Well, there isn't much details about this. I know there were 2 people who passed away in the school. Victor Barca, I recognized him before. This kid got the talent for it. But the only thing is, he's like a tall guy. I saw him like a couple years ago, but I never see him again. You know that? It's a shame that this is just in the past now. It's all in the past now, okay? Just forget about the past, Fernando. Singing Christmas carols, holidays. I know she has a problem. You know that? I don't talk to her that much. They all left there. This was back then. Remember Carlos? I don't know why he was MC Moises, but believe me, he's blind. I know they put him in there because he has nothing changed about it. He's the blind guy instead, okay? He was a child before. He can't see. He can hear and he can speak. He can play the piano too, and he's a good talent instead. And these guys were friends, but these 2 had to separate from David Smart because he was just being an asshole to them instead, okay? People who acted like jerks like that, I stay away from them, okay? For me, I only had a friend there, just one instead. There's me right there. A little bit chabby, but I wasn't that popular or nothing like that. For me, I just want to try to study, getting used to girls and everything. You know that? I didn't have that kind of look instead. That was like the 90s look. And besides, it was good in the 90s because I had fun there. Okay, you guys? I'm not going to share this on Facebook or Instagram, you guys, okay? I'm going to share other things like details like that, okay? Believe me, this goes on YouTube, you guys, okay? Workshop skills and everything, okay? Computers, skills. They learn a lot of things back then, okay? How to socialize, how to go to the grocery store, not fooling around or anything, just to shop things right and everything. They taught me a lot of things there, okay? Besides, I never played basketball team in my life. Now, when I joined Special Olympics, now I have a team instead called the Miami Tropics now. Everything's changed in my life. Everything, okay? Schools like this have to learn to study and everything, okay? My brother didn't understand that, but believe me, he will, okay? There are no textures or anything like that. Just pictures and that's it, you guys, okay? I'm going to keep going. I don't know what happened to him. I saw her and MC Moises. Why she was doing over there? Well, she probably had problems. But whatever. Besides, there were pretty girls there. Manny, I remember him. The only thing, I've been there in that school for 3 years. Back in 1996, from 2000, back from 1998, I left there. It was fun, but believe me, it was cool. But I like to stay there that much, and that's it, you guys. Okay, there's my textures and everything. So believe me, that was it. Just to let you know, OTC was a great school instead. I learned a lot to read, math, socialize, and everything. And of course, I'll talk to you more details about Easter seals instead and another day, you guys, okay? Because Easter seals, that's why I taught for cooking instead, you guys, okay? I graduated in 2004. And then I got my payment for just to get my start already, okay, you guys? I started work to Ponce in 2003, guys. You get the story? There you go. That's why I shared the yearbook, you guys, okay? Until then, take care and God bless you.